Hello everyone and welcome back to Bath Garden Center. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of carnivorous plants. These unique plants don't just rely on sun and soil for nutrients. They actually trap and consume insects and even small mammals and birds to help supply them with nutrients. So, we have you intrigued? Well, let's dive into how to care for your carnivorous plants. Carnivorous plants are amazing organisms that derive some or most of their nutrients by trapping and consuming animals or protozoans. Typically, this includes things like insects and arthropods, but occasionally small mammals and birds fall victim too. But don't worry, you're safe. Despite their appetite for critters, carnivorous plants still get the majority of their energy from photosynthesis, just like other plants. Carnivorous plants are typically native to nutrient-poor areas like bogs, where the soil is damp and the nutrients are lacking, so their survival depends on them being able to trap and consume those insects. Now, let's talk about the different types of carnivorous plants. You've probably heard of the most common types of carnivorous plants, like the Venus Flytrap or the pitcher plant, but have you ever heard of borderworts or sundews? Carnivorous plants come in all different shapes and sizes, and each one has a unique way of catching their prey. Carnivorous plants can be a bit tricky when it comes to care. However, with the right conditions, your carnivorous plant will thrive in your home or garden. So let's break down what you need to know to care for your carnivorous plant. First, let's talk about light. Typically, carnivorous plants like bright indirect sunlight, and this helps bring out the red color on their leaves. However, if you can't provide a bright indirect sunlight, using artificial grow lights is a perfect way to supplement lack of sunlight for your carnivorous plants. Just make sure to set a timer for 12 to 14 hours a day to make sure that your carnivorous plant is getting enough sunlight. Next up, let's talk about how to keep carnivorous plants properly watered. Watering is another crucial aspect for keeping your carnivorous plant happy and healthy. Always keep the soil damp or wet. Using the tray method is an easy way to achieve this. Simply place the pots in a tray with water or cup like this, and remember to use mineral-free water like rainwater or distilled water. Tap water can harm these nutrient-sensitive plants over time. Next up is humidity. Since carnivorous plants typically grow in places like swamps and bogs, replicating that humidity in your home is key for their survival. You can do this by making sure to keep that soil nice and moist, and by putting a humidifier near your carnivorous plants. Using that tray method is also a great way to keep the humidity up. Another great way to keep your humidity up for your carnivorous plants is by placing them in an open-faced terrarium. As for soil, carnivorous plants typically thrive in nutrient-poor soils that are rich in peat moss and sand. You can replicate this at home by using sphagnum moss and horticultural sand to plant your carnivorous plants. Last but not least, let's chat about fertilization. Typically, carnivorous plants don't require fertilizer just to eat their bugs for nutrients. So just make sure your carnivorous plant is in a space where it can catch at least 1 to 2 bugs a month to keep it happy and healthy. There you have it, folks, a beginner's guide to carnivorous plants. We hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you like plant content, make sure to subscribe. We hope that you have a great rest of your day, and happy planting!